Today I'd like to talk about reputation rescue. Have you ever been in a situation where your personal reputation has been called into question online? Or your organization's brand is under attack from a special interest group and is emerging somewhat battered? Not good. Of course, the best way to build a great reputation is to do everything right in the first place. But no organization or person is perfect. And sometimes reputational attacks occur for no other reason than someone sees you as an easy target. So how might you rescue your reputation? Here are a bunch of ideas. The first is to come clean. Particularly if there's a fault, being transparent and compassionate can go a long way. When this doesn't happen, the naysayers will assume that you're either hiding something or are insensitive. The goal is to ensure that your reaction or lack of it does not become the issue. The second step is to fix it. If your reputational problem is because of an ongoing issue, fixing the issue is the only way to prevent continuous erosion. If the issue caused harm to a person or a group, fixing may also mean making it right in their eyes, possibly with compensation. The next step is monitoring. The only way to solve a problem is if you know that the problem exists in the first place, and who's behind the trouble, and where they're from. Tools like Google Alerts and Hootsuite can help, but time for a specific person to actually do the monitoring must also be allocated. Beyond these strategies, you could also bury the evidence. While people have short memories, Google does not. So when people search online and do not find your side of the story, and the fact that you came clean and fixed the underlying issue, people may assume the worst of you. They may then add their voice to the mix on social media, further propagating the problem. Burying the evidence means squeezing out the harmful posts by adding your content. How to do it? Ask friends or employees, members, ambassadors to post. Add your perspective via your blog and use a social anchors and outpost strategy. Another part is key stakeholder outreach. While part of the rescue strategy may be broad-based communications like press releases or social media, key stakeholders such as employees, clients, members, suppliers, partners, even regulators deserve more. Sharing information with them is the first step in engaging them to advocate on your behalf. And for some, it's also a critical retention strategy. Another approach is to redirect to the good. Sometimes a great defense is a strong offense. This means propagating great brand stories so that your audiences will see a more balanced you. It may also mean starting more visible public initiatives or aligning yourself with other more positive brands or organizations. Sometimes, though, your reputation can't be salvaged, or the cost of salvaging the reputation is so great that it makes more sense to jettison the old name and choose a new name with more strongly attached positive values. And finally, you can make internal changes. How might you prevent the lapse that caused the reputational injury from recurring? The answer is accountability. This may mean appointing someone responsible, as many organizations have done in the area of environmental or climate, or it may involve letting somebody go to signal that you're holding a specific person to account. So here's my challenge to you. It is better and far less stressful when you're prepared. This week, do a crisis rehearsal. How would you execute each of these steps? What do you need to have in place now? And who else would you need to involve? Some other insights. While most organizations don't have a reputational problem, it might be tempting to file this video in your crisis management folder. Don't. While these steps are critical to rescue your reputation, they can also be used to make a good reputation great, especially when nothing is wrong. And another insight, an inconvenient truth about reputation. Reputation is directly tied to the strength of an organization's or person's values. If the values are poorly defined, if they're weak, if they're not intrinsically adopted by everyone within the organization, it shouldn't be a surprise that the expression of that weakness is a weak reputation. Strength on the outside requires strength on the inside. I'm Randall Craig. I hope that resonated with you. If it does, do reach out to me at randallcraig.com and let me know what you think.